Dave Watkins, superstar, Fremantle legend, musician, not just Fremantle, but all over the world soon to be, because you're releasing your brand new
record. Well, it's a single called Pickpocket. The compliment. So nice, Freya. Thank you.
Welcome to the Flamingo House.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very honoured to have you here.
I was like, I need to shoot a compliment straight back. Like, amazing chef. You know, yeah.
I give gifts without
Fremantle,
expectation.
caring person in Fremantle. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, you got a massive heart. Thank you for being you. So Pickpocket.
What's it about, and what's it inspired from?
It's about getting mugged and pickpocketed in Europe. So my first night in Europe, first time I've ever stepped foot in Europe. I was hanging out with this crew. I met the founder of Music Concrete's grandson, and he said, "Come to my underground studio." Anyway, we ended up having a jam. Blah blah. Anyway, one of the crew ended up robbing me in the morning. He stole my phone. So can I borrow your phone? And then ran off, and I chased him through this private property and through a hole in a fence, and caught him trying to climb a fence on the other side. Tried to snatch my phone back. He punched me in the nose and kept running.
And this is a crew. This is crew working on your.
Oh, this is just some people that I met. I said crew. I screw crew. It's like this.
Not like a total random.
Just randoms that I met, and I thought they were cool because I was associated with this cool guy that I met. He's cool. I'm still friends with that guy. But
no way.
Yeah. Pickpocket is like little.
Whereabouts in Europe were you?
I landed in Paris, and started there. That's where I just got mugged straight away. And then And
then was the rest of your journey awesome after that?
I was in a bit of a state of paranoia after that. So I was just sort of
hypervigilant.
Yeah, and then and it seemed that I needed to be, because like even in Florence I got mugged again, and I got pickpocketed on a crowded bus in Florence.
Oh my god.
And and something weird happened near the statue of David, but I can't. And I don't even know why I'm mentioning that. But
Go on.
No, I can't talk about that. But anyway, so it was just weird. I'll tell everyone in person.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. So like it's a weird,
at our in-house
creepy
dinner concert
place
that's coming up on November the 15th.
Maybe there's only probably it's for small capacity, so I could probably share that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear it on the night. That's really very exciting. And travel. The reason why I asked if the rest of your adventure was good, because I find if it starts shit, like often for me it's a high drama getting to the airport, and it obstacles or getting lost or fucking like fuck I've left something behind, like my passport, and and then usually by the time I got on the plane and it's like finally there, or even sometimes getting off the plane and it's high drama getting through the other side. But then once I'm through all that, the rest of the trip is always a smooth sail, and it's usually always the best if it's rough at the start. Sometimes that can be like life, don't you reckon?
Totally.
It's like you've got to put in the hard yards to get to the good. And has this been a big effort, this release, this album, this song?
Yeah, I feel like you always learn a lot with every. I always learn a lot with a release, and like friends who release music, we always learn a lot. Especially just being independent, DIY, doing the role of like a distributor. Well, we've got an online distributor, but like doing a role of a distributor with like playlist submissions and hitting up radio stations and.
You need a band manager. Dave Watkins manager.
Yeah, I'd like that, but I'd sort
of.
I'm sort of just not really doing this full time. It's all around full time work. So.
Well, I've seen you perform, and I think you should be. I think you should be on stage in all around the world, like Venice. I don't know why Venice just came to mind.
Venice, yeah, playing a boat, cruising past people. Yeah, but I'm working on doing this full time. Like in November actually. I haven't said this yet, but I've got a permanent studio space.
Oh, awesome!
That I'm gonna have.
Congratulations.
Bought a house, and I'm gonna have a permanent studio space there.
Well, I know how hard you've been working away, and you deserve that, and you've been doing the hard slog to get the reap the work rewards, because otherwise what the fuck are we here for?
Yeah.
But on you, congrats. And is that going to be open to, are you going to have it kind of like a, concerty kind of vibe going on there?
No, that's just going to be private.
Yeah.
Rehearsal space, but it's going to be basically the catalyst, which is going to allow my projects to just be able to move forward and do things in a bit more of a full-time capacity.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Massive respect.
Yeah.
And Dave, how would you describe your style of music?
My style of music, well, with this new project, The Fairweathers, it's very diverse, and it wasn't until I was sort of filling out some questionnaires on Apple Music for Artists. I was it asked the question what are your sort of favorite releases, and it was there's a band called Ween.
Oh, Ween.
And one of their records, I can't actually pronounce the name, but I'm not going to even try.
Are they the ones that do push the little daisies and make them come up?
And so I was every artist needs to have a certain brand, a certain sound, but I've got a whole bunch of songs, and when they come out, every single one has actually been quite different, but there is this common thread throughout them that they've got this underlying sort of little bit of grime about them, something just a little bit dirty on the side, but this song's more my playful sort of style of writings, compared to progressive rock. I come from a background of singing in a progressive rock band, Yalla Yalla.
Yes.
But
Yalla Yalla.
I'll cut to the chase. Basically, it's very diverse. Along the lines of sort of Ween, as diverse as Ween would be, where it can be quite doomy rock and roll to pop, sort of quirky pop, to ballad songwriting, but The Last Shower is quite a progressive feel, and I guess I'm quite influenced by that sort of floaty, sort of 6/8 sort of drumming and stuff. So,
well, I've been your number one fan up the front while you've been on stage at Blaze and other places, and I love your music, and I'm so excited to have you here at the Flamingo House. And Blazing Swan, when did you first play there? How long have you been playing at Blaze?
Well, we played there once, I think, with the Fairweathers.
Yes,
about
3 years ago.
And that was actually our first gig, and we just threw it together. Let's play a show. Blaze is a great.
Yeah, I remember it was so much fun.
And it was we played in it. We named our band after that actually.
Ah.
It was we played in a thunderstorm, and we got the Fairweathers.
That was
on
my
a Fairweather
first year.
stage. Yeah.
That thunderstorm was insane.
Yeah.
I remember traipsing in and muddy up to my thighs, and it was just so much fun. I was I can't go back because I've been rained out, so I'm just going to dance. And I think that's probably when I found you that night. It was so much
fun. That's right. Yeah.
And then I had to crack on to someone to go and sleep at their camp because I didn't have anywhere to sleep that night.
Right. Yeah, but you were saying what's my thoughts on Blaze? What's up? We play. What
do you think makes Blazing Swan at the festival such a success? What do you reckon's so great about it, and as far as musicians go, because it's very diverse as well?
Well, I think it brings in, there's Blossom Festival does that really well. Does a similar thing, but has a bit of a theme camp sort of thing where people who want to volunteer. There's lots of people who want to volunteer with events, and they don't necessarily they just want someone to run the admin side of things. And it's just, there's, in terms of being a party, it's great because there's people who can bring what they want to bring to a party, but they just don't have the space for it, so they'll be like, I want to create a maze where when you get through a section of a maze, you get, I don't know, there's...
Or the post office.
Yeah, I don't know. There's and the post office, you can post letters to it.
Yeah, someone rides around on a bike and hand delivers a letter to someone in 5,000 people. I don't know how they do that, but I've done it and it's funny.
So I can't really think of, and in terms of regional burns all around the world, I can't think of a better, even compared to them, I can't think of a better party really. It's like, so there's that part. Then there's like experiment of community, you know, like, which is pretty great. And like, you know, I thought, I've gone fairly regularly over the years. I've had a year off and then just went to sort of general camping last year.
Yeah.
Just, I needed a bit of time away from it. But and I thought to myself, you know, is this, you know, I never really thought it was something that I'd take so many things away from. And I feel like I take a lot away from it and how I sort of operate in my life, you know, and just how, and I think with it being, I feel like, a good cult, and anyone who, you know, any good cult, people sort of think it's a good thing, you know.
I've come to make peace with the word cult. Cult is simply a group of people doing something interesting and different that others don't understand.
Yeah, true.
But it plays as a beautiful expression of creativity through to the highest degree, and that's what I love about it. And I think Fremantle has been that and should come back to that. And I'm trying to put little things in place to make that happen in Fremantle, which is why I asked you that question about Blaze, because I see Fremantle as a blank canvas for a Blazing Swan headquarter instead of a police headquarter.
Yeah,
anyway, we're going to get political. So, Dave, I'm so excited about your gig and for us teaming up together here at the Flamingo House. And have you got a good lineup of songs you're excited to play? You know what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Are you going to go kind of acoustic?
Well, I just caught up with the guys from Yalla Yalla, my old progressive rock band, the other day, and I spoke to them about the gig, and they were like, "Well, yeah, like we could probably do that."
Yeah.
This thing we ended up playing we're on tour to Exmouth, and we ended up playing a wine and food festival. So we ended up playing like a stripped back acoustic sort of version of our progressive rock set. So there's talk about us doing that.
Nice.
If we can get a couple of rehearsals in, and yeah, those boys like to get a couple of rehearsals in before doing anything different. So hopefully we can get that together. And then I'm just going to play a whole bunch of songs that when I've got to play multiple sets, I usually go down to the real nitty gritty of like songs that I've written that I don't share that often, that it's a crowd that is there to see my music. So I'll play a whole bunch of songs that are really dear to my heart, that my true fans will really admire.
I am so excited and I can't wait. And I can't wait to cook for everybody. And we're going to do a big grazing table by donation, raising money for creatives, because creatives need to be celebrated. Because what would the world be without creatives and musicians and amazing people like you?
I thought you were going to ask a question, then leave me as I don't know.
I was going to ask you one more question.
But I do know.
One more question. How does it feel to be so talented and so good looking?
No, don't do this to me. Okay, so the food is amazing, by the way. But I had to say before the interview that I couldn't be eating it because I can't help but just clean all the food out of my teeth, and I do these crazy weird faces. So I just want to let everyone know I am going to eat this food.
And I did tell him to please tell me if I've got anything green in my teeth.
Man, I'm not answering your question. I'm sorry, Freya.
Good answer. Yay! Cut.